Greetings, branding you empire builders. Jonathan Levy here, and today we are going to hear the story of Olivier, a high school teacher turned online educator who today has trouble keeping up with all the orders. When Olivier first found our course, as you will hear, he was in a dark place. He wasn't sure how to get started, where to get started, or if he could even build an online brand. Fast forward a couple of years, he has over 350 books published, 12 courses on Udemy, and that's just the beginning. Olivier and his wife are now location independent, and they are building out their business piece by piece. We sat down with him to understand just how he was able to do it, what his recommendations are for students who follow in his footsteps, and what's next for this amazing empire-building entrepreneur. Let's check it out. Olivier, welcome, my friend. Thank you so much for making the time. It's such a pleasure to see you.
Okay. Hello, Jonathan. It's my pleasure too. Glad to meet you again.
So, Olivier, I'm really glad that we're getting the chance to speak because I wanted to highlight your story. I think you are probably one of the first branding you students to really see success, and also one of the most prolific students. As I said in the intro, you've published now 350 books. You're already on Udemy. You're already on €5. You're doing all kinds of new stuff, and you're also innovating with different ways. So really excited to hear your story and share it with our audience.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, I would be happy to share my story too, because it all began with about 2 years now when I was exploring some ways, because I was in Martinique in the French island, in the Caribbean, a French island, and I was entrepreneur, and suddenly I had no job, and I was hunting for ideas. I was hungry to find some new things to do, and I found Udemy, and I found you, and this idea of the iron pentagon that struck me in the head, because I had the idea of a numerical digital frame, a charpente numérique, something to build, because I built some leisure parks before. And it was a kind of revelation for me. So I decided to subscribe to your course, and I discovered that yes, it can be created. We can have this kind of flow, this kind of developing some ideas, even if it was completely virtual. It was not a concrete reality. And alone on my island, I saw that we can build something really great, and that's something that I can touch today.
Incredible. Yes. So if we fast forward, first I think we should tell people what your products and books and everything do, and kind of where the focus of your business is right now.
Yes, mainly after 2 years now, I can see that our business is mainly creating eBooks and also paperback books, because we have done this lately. Sorry, and we have more than 350 books, and we will keep on creating and keep on translating them into Italian lately, Spanish, English, Portuguese, Brazilian Portuguese mainly, and that's what we're gonna do. And we mainly focus on creating, because marketing. I also spoke with francophone authors and also anglophone English speakers, and marketing is really something difficult to do. So we decided with my wife, Christina, to completely let it go and keep on only creating, because as you know, on Udemy maybe, and also on Amazon, where we sell mainly, this is people are looking for titles, for descriptions, and so on. So we keep on creating content. Mm-hmm. And this is the main business that we have now. Yes.
I'm really glad that you say that, because when Anthony sat down, we saw all these incredible, Anthony and I, we sat down and we saw all these incredible success stories. And then we asked ourselves the hypothesis of, like, if we took our knowledge then and our knowledge now, and in that difference in what we've learned in the 3-4 years, of our business, if we were to create a premium level, everything you need training, what are the things that we're missing? In the $10 or $20 or $50 Udemy course. And the biggest one that kept coming up and up and up and up was marketing, but not one type of marketing broadly, but marketing funnels, advertising, copywriting, how to write advertisements, how to do all these different things. So I wanted to also ask you, that's a really important area I think that you identified that was missing in the entry-level course. What are some other things that you felt weren't there that you had to either learn on your own or still have yet to learn that you would have wished had been in the entry-level course?
Well, I don't know if there is something missing really, because everyone has his or her story to build, because the main thing is keep on building things. I was also with Anthony Métivier. I liked also to have shared this experience. Maybe this would be something useful to have other instructors intervening, explaining, because this have to understand your students, and inclusive me. You have to work on developing and believing that somewhere you will come through. Something will be will come at the surface, because some people are good at marketing. They can market their products better than me. But we have also to trust the platforms that fight for each others. They are maybe better. You can't fight Amazon; it's impossible. So you have to trust them, yes, and give them something to sell. And they do. This is the best work. So maybe it's not a good message to deliver, but I decided to leave marketing on the other platform, because I simply can't do it. It's too hard. Maybe you cannot promote a book because you don't know the specificity of, let's say, Latin America and Peru and Mexico. We sell in Mexico, we sell in Peru, we sell also in Argentina. Sure. I don't know how to market.
It's there. Funny because you say like, oh, that may not be a good answer to give, but it's a perfect answer, and I'll tell you why it's a perfect answer. Because that's another one of the things that we felt was missing was, okay, we put people like you out there, right? How many people are on your team now?
Me and my wife, 2 people.
You and your wife. So exactly,
Yes.
We put people out there, and we help them build these businesses that are successful. And eventually what's going to happen is they're going to be just them, or maybe if they're lucky, them and their wife, or them and their kids. And we've seen this time and time again, with the students that we've talked to. And we haven't given you the skills to hire people, because if we had, you would hire someone to do the marketing of your own premium stuff, or you would hire someone to edit the podcast. And that's another area that we really wanted to focus on, is helping people delegate and outsource and automate their business so that they don't end up writing 350 books by themselves.
Yes, because you have to upgrade each and every time. You have to upgrade your process, your workflows. And that's interesting, but you have to do it.
Yeah. I wanted to ask you, Olivier, it sounds like Anthony's sharing of his knowledge on writing books and Amazon, which is more his specialty than mine, was a really, really impactful one for you. What are some of the other things that really were game changers for you and have helped you grow your business? For people who are maybe going through the course now, either the masterclass version or even the basic version, what are the things that stand out that people should really pay attention to?
Yes, everything is linked, and everything is your brand. You have to not to be afraid to come out, because this is a kind of coming out. I spent many time thinking about promoting myself, because I'm a kind of a shy guy. But if you keep on listening to your course, to the advice that you think that you say, you will eventually find your own way. It's a journey. It's a personal journey, but you will find your way, and everything will fall into place if you will keep on creating. Keep on creating.
And creating with your. I love the part that you threw in about creating with your target customer in mind, and always be listening to them, and always be paying attention. Don't create what you want, create what they want. I think is really brilliant. Olivier, what would you say are the next steps for your business? I know in a couple of weeks you're taking off and traveling the world. You're going to Singapore and kind of living the dream with this business that you've built. But what are the next steps for you, and what are the challenges that you're facing right now in growing your business?
Well, in growing my business, I would say that it will be keeping track of all the orders that are coming, and also to keep yet
That's a good challenge to have.
yes, and also keep on to have an evergreen content of our books, because and also courses, because you have to pay attention to this, because Amazon, Udemy, and other platforms, they have algorithms, and they take care of what is new, what is okay, and also we have also to deliver useful and useful content to the people that are looking for our products. This is the main challenge, and also to be aware of what is happening, because, for example, cryptocurrencies, for example, are a very heavy trend. I'm also digging into Steemit. Maybe we have to be aware that something is changing. The world is changing, and there are lots of anachronism. We have to be also to explain to the people that are watching like that, it's a catastrophe for them, but for us, for you, for your students, it's a fantastic opportunity.
Brilliant.
Really.
I love my takeaway from this episode is going to be my biggest business challenge right now is just keeping track of all the orders that are coming. I love
Yes.
that. Can I ask you, this business is supporting you and your wife full time? How is it doing financially for you?
Yes.
And
It begins for let's say 2-3 months, and we can see clearly the snowball is growing. And
Amazing.
it's wow! It's clearly amazing, because I'm also a teacher here in the high school. It's a tough job. I like my students. I like my pupils. But when you see that your new life is creating, is here, is waiting for you, it's kind of a weird feeling. But I'm ready to go. If I wanted to, I can pack and go now. But
location independent.
Yes. Because it's really, it's real, it's for real. Yeah. Now we can pay the bills, we can travel if I want, but we have a son, we have to take care of him for 2 years now, but practically it would be perfectly possible. Yes.
Amazing. Did you ever think that you would be making money teaching people on the internet all over the world?
Yes, I'm aware of that. I know that I didn't have the time to push more, but yes, I know that I'm helping people like like you helped me, like Anthony did, and you still is helping me. But yes, it's something we can create. We can create something new. We can it's something a very good feeling. Yes, indeed.
Incredible. Well, Olivier, I don't want to take too much of your time. You've got
it's okay.
hundreds of orders coming in to fulfill, but I really want to thank you so much, because first off, I think this is so inspiring for our students as well, but it's also, as you know, now that you teach online and you have, with books, it's even worse, because maybe online courses, people ask a question. With books, people buy the book, and 99% of the time, even if you touch their life in some significant way, you never hear back. And I think one of the things I've learned in my business over the last 6 months, and my employees have really been pushing me, is to make these connections with students, because it's so motivating and it's so inspiring for us, the instructors, to go out and create more content. And, as you said, it's hard and it takes time and it's a lot of work. But if you look one person in the face and you realize how you touched their life, it's just incredibly impactful, more than the money and more than the little bit of internet fame,
So I would like to use this opportunity to thank you one more time. Merci beaucoup for changing my life, because what time it was hard for me. It was really hard. And I heard your message. It confirmed my feeling. And thank you, Jonathan, from the bottom of my heart. And thank you also to Anthony for this amazing course.
It is our pleasure. Thanks so much, Olivier.
Welcome.